penalties, particularly pre-snap penalties, can gut a lot of offensive possessions. They did that today. How frustrating is that?
Yeah, it's really frustrating. We got to be a more disciplined football team, and we were able to overcome some of those penalties, but some we weren't. But obviously, the storyline is the turnovers, right? And then, we knew we had to be able to stop the run to win this football game. We weren't able to do that effectively. I didn't think we tackled well. Didn't fit some things very well. I thought they were big, physical up front. I thought they were a more physical football team today. I thought there was a lot of yards after contact. And I just didn't play well enough defensively. Obviously, turning the ball over 3 times just kills you. I made probably a bad decision on me trying to do a little surprise bloop onside. They smoked that out pretty good, put us in a bad situation, a short field. But I was desperate to try to steal possession. Weren't able to do that there.
But you did come out in the second half, and you scored, and you put some pressure on them. Again, had a turnover down the stretch, 2 of them actually down the stretch that really kind of gutted you a little bit.
Yeah, I was proud of the fight, coming out in the second half and going down and scoring, and then getting some stops defensively. I think they scored 7 points, in the second half. So we played better, just not good enough. Then we couldn't get a stop there at the end, which we needed desperately, and just wasn't good enough. And I've been telling everybody, I've 7-0, but you're still frustrated about a lot of things that you see happen. We're squeaking games out. You feel like you should be winning by a larger margin because we're beating ourselves, in a lot of ways. And so, you got to be at your best in a game like this to beat a team like North Texas on the road. And we were not today. They were the better football team. And we got to take ownership, as a staff and as a head coach. I certainly made some bad decisions today, but how we respond moving forward is going to define us, and everything's still out in front of us.
I was going to say, everything is out in front of you. Was that your message to your team? Hey, at Notre Dame, you got a tough rest of the road. Dig down and get after it.
Yeah, that's what it was, and it was just we got to be at our best moving forward, and we weren't today. And but at the same time, all right, let's take this loss. Let's keep our heads up. Let's take ownership. And then let's move forward because everything, right, is still in front of us. But we got to play much better moving forward. Our guys know that.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
You got it.
Thank you. Do you have anyone, Coach?
Sorry, I thought it was outside.
No, it's okay. We just started.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I missed
Go ahead.
what you said, but
Yeah.
tough game.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel bad for our players. These guys work their tails off, and at some point the message has been like we prepare the right way, we do things the right way. Our guys come to work on a consistent basis, they show up, but it's got to translate into Saturdays, and it hasn't for a large part of the season for whatever reason. When the bullets are flying, we make mistakes that we don't typically make, and so we knew we had to be great. We had to go out and execute at a high level today, and we didn't get that done.
This conference is crazy this year, especially. What is it like, to play in this, and nobody survives it?
Right. Well, it's fun and it's exciting. You want to be in a conference like this, and any given Saturday. As you guys have seen the last couple of weeks, and but you have to be at your best every Saturday, or close to it. And we certainly weren't today against a really good football team. To give them credit, I think Eric does a phenomenal job. It's one of the best offenses in the country. We knew that was going to be a challenge today, and if you told us we were going to score 17 points, I'd tell you we probably weren't going to win the game. But you can't turn it over 3 times and expect to score a lot of points, and we weren't able to do that today.
Mr. Maker was impressive.
Yeah.
What did you think about him and his play?
Well, I thought he's been exceptional all year. I thought he's one of the better quarterbacks I've seen in my time here, and I thought he managed the game well. He didn't have to throw it as much today because they were able to effectively run the football. They were really balanced. I don't know what the exact stats were, but it was a little over 200 passing, right around 200 rushing, and we knew if we couldn't stop the run, it's going to be a rough day for us.
You guys have a tough slate now down the stretch. What do you do to bounce back from this? How do you move forward and all that?
Yeah, you got to dust yourself off and take ownership and fix some things, address some things, and go to work. And that's all these guys know how to do. And they'll come back Monday and they'll attack it the right way. I know that. But we got to be resilient and we got to respond the right way.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Dave, do you have anything else, or are you good?
Yeah, just 2 quick questions, Coach. On the 3 turnovers, the interceptions by Blake, what did you see there? It looked like he might have been trying to force that first one into Nars, and then maybe a bad decision on the second one where he was covered.
Yeah, I think you might be right on the first one, forcing that a little bit. On the second one, they caught us in cover 2. We actually had the number 2 chat was wide open down the middle of the field. The safety rolled over the top, and Blake just didn't see it. And we just misread it. It's just unlike him. He doesn't play perfect all the time. So, but yeah, we just obviously can't afford the turnover, especially down there in the red zone. We're going down to score and make it a 7-point game at that point. That was a dagger right there.
And second question, it's got to be frustrating to invest punt once and have so many drives and the way they did. How do you clean that up? Is that play calling? Is that just execution? Or did North Texas have a good game plan there? Once you
Well, yeah, to their credit, I thought they had a nice plan. But we've got to execute better. I thought Drew had a good game plan. I thought he called a good game. And we just got to execute in a moment of truth. And we've not done a great job of that, all year. And today it came back to bite us a little bit. A lot of bit.
Thank you, Coach.
You got it.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Tough environment today. They got pretty loud and crazy. Tell me a little bit about that playing in front of these fans.
Yeah. I think they've got a great team going so far this year, and so fans are excited. And they were definitely really loud out there. Made it hard to hear in situations, and so credit to their fans.
Obviously, the turnovers were a concern. Maybe walk me through a little bit of what happened in those interceptions.
Yeah, just unfortunate. On the first interception, the guy made a really good play. Probably should have thrown away. Mistake on my part, but give credit where credit's due. It's a great play. And then second one, just got to recognize coverage better on my part. So it's a mistake. And then just a miscommunication on the fumble.
Dave, anything for Blake?
Blake, obviously, big game going at Notre Dame. How do you come back from this? How do you prepare for that?
I think it's just all about knowing your identity and who you are and what you're about, and not letting one bump in the road sort of get you off track, right? You can't deviate from your identity and who you are, and you just got to strengthen that and sturdy the foundation.
Thanks.
Why is this team uniquely positioned to bounce back quickly?
I think the Americans are really, competitive conference. So our goals are still ahead of us, and we have great opportunities ahead of us. And so, I think this is a resilient team, no matter what anybody says. And I think we're excited to keep going this season and fix our mistakes.
Coach, you kind of said that in the postgame. How do you think that message was received after this one?
I think, the guys understand it's a hard loss. But the biggest thing is just the belief that we all have in each other, right? And if, like I said earlier, if the foundation's strong, right, you can keep building off of it. So you can't let the foundation have any cracks in it, and just got to make sure everything's shored up, and the belief is there.
That's going to be another explosive game for Brandon Chapman. How big could he be down the stretch for your team?
Absolutely. I think, it's just about every guy on our team. I think he's really picked it up recently, but, we always knew it was there. It was just a matter of who was getting the ball, right? Who was in the game at that point. And so I think we got a bunch of explosive guys on offense. And so if everyone's doing their part, it just makes it tougher to defend. So just got to keep going. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Landon, Dave Rossiello, Capital Gazette. Obviously, the coach came in saying that you needed to stop the run, and that didn't happen. It gets tougher. Potentially next week. What can you do to improve on that area with the turnaround with Notre Dame, a vaunted rushing attack coming up next?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's first of all, no excuses for not being able to stop the run. I think they had a great offense. They had a great scheme for us. But yeah, we just got to play our gaps. We have to play more gap sound in the run game. We have to be more physical. So we have to start off with that, and we have to start the game off like that. And we can't start off on the wrong foot. So.
Anything else, David?
What did Hawkins do really well? That made him a little bit more slippery than some other backs were able to stop.
Yeah, no, he was just a hard runner. He had some strong legs, and he was hitting the holes really fast, right? He didn't, tiptoe through the tulips, as they say. So he was just hitting the hole, running through smoke, and he was able to get us when we weren't in our gap. So we just got to be better at that aspect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaking of fast, they were playing extremely fast. How are you guys making adjustments for that?
Yeah, just rotating in when a team's trying to go fast. You try to rotate guys in to try to slow them down. We tried our best to do that, to try to slow down their pace. But obviously, it was working pretty well today, so we just got to continue to get better at that and learn from it for the future. So. Was
there anything that you guys didn't see on film that happened out there today, or were you surprised by anything that they didn't?
There was a few schemes that they added newly to their offense, so just being able to adjust to those on the fly was something that we struggled with, so we just got to continue to build with that.
And the quarterback's obviously talented. What were your thoughts on him?
Yeah, great quarterback. Obviously, he was giving the ball to the running back pretty much most of the day. But yeah, he was a great quarterback. When the guys were open, he was able to throw it downfield and get them the yards that they needed. So great quarterback for sure.
How do you turn your attention to next game? Move past this.
You go 1-0, right? You flush it. You look at the film and you go attack the week so you can continue to get better. and you just go attack Notre Dame. That's pretty much it. So you got to leave it behind. You have to learn from it, but leave it behind. You have to go 1-0. So.
And just one for me. You held them to 7 points in that second half. You were at your best when you absolutely needed to be. How were you able to turn around?
Just being able to adjust to the speed, be able to adjust to the newly added offensive plays that they had. It was a little too late, but we were able to adjust to that and make the plays that we needed to make. So.
How do you as the captain of this defense build on that next week?
Yeah, you got to go back to the drawing board. You have to talk to the guys, make sure they know to flush it, to learn from it, watch the film, and to not hang their heads, right? It's a good offense, it's a good team. But we have to go 1-0, and we have to go focus on Notre Dame next week. So, thank you.